Hello guys, welcome to my video on which heroes are the strongest in this patch in 5k plus and why they are strong. I'm gonna go over this list I found on Dota buff until Shadow Shaman and explain why each of these heroes are pretty strong right now. So first off we have Lycan, and what I need to explain is in the last patch they changed how the creep mechanic works. Denies now give you a lot of XP and only give 1/4 of the XP to the enemy, so basically if you deny every creep on the lane, the enemy is gonna be like way underleveled. They changed how the jungle works. So if you, let's say, hypothetically, you deny every creep on the lane, this enemy decides to go jungle, you would still not get jack shit, because the jungle doesn't give you anything. It doesn't give you a lot of gold, all the XP values got nerfed, ancients are nerfed, so that's why you need to be able to sit in lane and get your gold from there and your XP from there, because everything else is just going to slow you down way too much to win the game. So, Lycan, I have some nice little things written down here that tell you what is very important in this patch and what isn't. Important in this patch is pushing, you need to be able to deny, sustain in lane, of course, because if you can't sustain in lane, you can't deny and get last hits. You need to be an aggressive hero. That means aggressive heroes zone passive heroes out of the lane, so they can't last it anymore. Makes sense, right? Vision is always good, and just like generally broken numbers, broken spells, broken attack damage, broken armor helps you in this patch. And jungling of course is bad, because I just explained. 6 slots are bad, because if you rely on getting 6 slots, it's gonna take way too long against all those aggressive lineups that are swarming around currently to come online. And bad recovery, like with Monkey King. Monkey King can be very aggressive, but if he gets behind, he can't jungle. His lane push is okay, but like he doesn't come back into the game. That's basically what I mean. So bad recovery is very detrimental in this patch. Now we check out Lycan. Lycan is a pusher. He has a lot of sustain. Oops, he's a pusher. He has a lot of sustain with his passive. Can be very aggressive with his wolves. The wolves give vision, so that's why this hero's on the top right now. It's just generally, he fits the meta. Clockwork and Night Stalker, you could kind of put those two together. They do the same shit. Night Stalker gives vision with his nighttime and his Aghanim's. Clockwork gives vision with his rocket. They both are very good gankers. They have high base damage. They are hard to bully out in lane. They have sustain. They can help you win the lane, so the enemy can't go for those last hits, can't go for those denies. Same theme repeating itself over and over again. So yeah, Elder Titan. Elder Titan is a little bit surprising at first glance, but then it makes sense. Elder Titan has got his W, his spirit. He puts it out in lane, he pulls it back, he has 100 bonus damage, he denies everything from you. He is a very tanky hero, he can zone you out of the lane, and also his aura, natural order it's called. It makes it so that all the magic damage on your team is amplified around the spirit, and since in the early game and in the mid game magic damage is way more relevant than in the late game, and this patch is all about early and mid game, Elder Titan is sitting on a 56% win rate. Omni Knight, next hero. Omni Knight just abuses the fact that there are only 2 heroes on the safe lane right now, because one hero is probably gonna be Clockwork or Night Stalker sitting on the off lane or on the mid lane. And you can't zone out Omni Knight. He's got a good teamfight ulti, he has a lot of sustain, he helps you push. He's got that repel thing that helps you go high ground. So he pushes, he denies of course because you can't zone him out of lane. He has a lot of sustain, heals, help you be aggressive, he doesn't have vision, nothing too broken about the numbers, but like already this is enough. And he doesn't need to jungle 6 slots, or he doesn't have bad recovery. He doesn't need items basically, that's what I mean. Terrorblade. Terrorblade needs items, but he is a different case for this patch, because he pushes really hard with his Metamorph. He can deny very easily, he has like huge armor stats, like 10 armor level 1, so the sustain is there. You can be aggressive with him, because Metamorph and the illusions just help you take early towers, help you take early Roshan. So also I think the damage on the Metamorph is a little bit broken, so he falls into this category. He can fall back to jungle, he might have bad recovery, but the plus points just overvalue the negative ones. Next hero, Doom. Doom, same story as with Clockwork and Night Stalker, just that he's most likely going to be offlane and not roaming, but that's also possible, of course. Whoops. He pushes, he's got an aura. He can sit in lane, he has a lot of sustain, he is very aggressive. So that's why this hero is relevant. I need to show you a picture for Doom, Vengeful Spirit and Beastmaster, by the way. So this one, nope, that is one too much. My bad, my bad. Here we go. We have this picture that is basically proof of how this patch works. We have this Lycan who just pushes, you know, he's got his 2 golden retrievers. You have this Beastmaster with this Flappy Bird, another golden retriever, an aura creep. Imagine now there's a Doom as well that has another aura of a creep from the jungle. You have a Vengeful Spirit with armor auras and no armor spells and just physical damage auras. This tower is gonna fall within like a few seconds, so that's why the tower's crying. You can see that it's like him by the way because of his chest hair. I think I'm pretty good at this one. Okay, where did my... There we go. So that basically explains why Doom, Vengeful Spirit and Beastmaster are relevant right now. They just push, they push, they push, they are aggressive, they have stuns or like some lockdown, some team fighting. Can't really get zoned out in lane. Vengeful Spirit doesn't, like, it's not good roaming support, but if you have that as a carry, it's like one of the strongest carries right now, even though most people won't believe me. Yeah. Next one, Dark Willow. Dark Willow is a special one. Now I need to show you picture 1. This is Dark Willow. Right here. She's fucking crazy. And she's got a lot of nukes. She has 1 nuke, that's her ultimate, that's her Q, that's her W on a low cooldown. She just produces this like it's fucking war, you know? That's how much nuke she has. And then you have Shadow Fiend, who has his razors and his ulti. And he only has his ult like every 2 minutes or something like that. That's why Dark Willow just outscales Shadow Fiend. Also, Dark Willow did so much damage early, you can just blink on someone, ulti him, and get out safely. And no one can punish you. Like, Dark Willow just... She's a new hero, she isn't balanced yet. The numbers are way too high on her ulti, that's why this hero is really strong right now. Also, you can put it on a position 5. The base attack time is very low, good base damage. Next one, Bounty Hunter. Excuse me. Bounty Hunter is always relevant when there's early game. He gives you bonus gold from the map. You can't, like right now, there's only the lane that gives you gold actually, and then you have a Bounty Hunter that gives you track gold, helps you win the lanes as well, gives you movement speed, and yeah, wins. Like if you win one early team fight with a Bounty Hunter, you just win the game because you snowball so hard. The enemies won't stop you. Next hero, Bane. He can deny. Let's put this one up again. Right. He can deny a lot. He has a lot of sustain in lane. Like imagine you're Shadow Fiend in middle, there's a Bane against you. He walks up to you, he trades hits. Of course you're gonna hit him back, right? Then he brain zaps you, then he's at full HP, you're at half HP. Then you cry, you use yourself, Bane hits level 2, starts denying everything. Puts Enfeeble on you, you have negative damage, you can't stay in this lane, you just lost your lane because of a Bane, and you don't have comeback because, like I said, jungle is dog. Next hero, Huskar. Huskar is just very aggressive, very high damage early game hero. He's like the definition of an early game carry, so that's why he is relevant. He can take Roshan, he can push towers with his armlet. He also has a heal, if that's relevant. So that's why Huskar is one of the higher win rate heroes. Dragon Knight is similar to Lycan. He pushes, he has high sustain in lane, but he doesn't push that hard as Lycan. He has a stun for that though. That's why Dragon Knight has got a lower win rate than Lycan, but he is still relevant. He has a higher win rate than usually, like normally in those patches. Dragon Knight would have a 48% win rate, but because it's so early game based and he has that high regen and can't get bullied out in lane, he has a nearly 54, yeah, percent win rate. So we have Shadow Shaman as our last hero of this list. Shadow Shaman is the definition of the early game support that sits in your lane and denies everything. He has 80 base damage. He has a 140 damage level 1 nuke. You start trading with him, you lose the trade all the time, and then he starts denying your creeps. You lose your lane because of Shadow Shaman. Then as soon as he hits level 6, you just push with Shadow Shaman, you have your ulti, you go high ground, you win the game. That's why Shadow Shaman has a high win rate. Hey guys, that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like there, subscribe, and so on, you know the drill. So until next time, see you.